settles on the floor, it gets contagious. We're 20 off to war and then the days are up. In the blink of a lifetime, then wait up. I wanna feel the sunrise on my face just one more time. I wanna watch the city wake up, let my brakes rust and roll through the night. Now my friends are gone, and while my mind's still strong, and while my heart can pump for new love, it's a marathon, it's a bated breath. When you hold my heart, it's a weight in my chest, like a pile of coal for the diamond ring. All the time that you stole, worth everything. Carry me far away, angel wings. Maybe life is like a screening with a movie. Shine a light I've seen into the darkness. As people stare, what chance? It's written like it's scripted, so romantic, until it's time to leave and all the floors stick. Will you stay in your chair for the marathon, for the bated breath, for the girl in her heart, for the weight in your chest, like a pile of coal for a diamond ring. All the time that you stole, worth everything. But this time it feels different. Yeah, this time I won't look back. Oh, this time I'll live it better. Yeah, this time I won't lose track. In the silent white indifference of the mile signs long past. And if time will make it better, then I'll rise up with my glass and look around this place. If I can't find a face that I know, like vines grown over the old walls and chalk lines. Oh Lord, how the road calls tonight. Like a marathon, for the bated breath, till you hold my heart. It's a weight in my chest, like a pile of coal for the diamond ring. All the time that you stole, worth everything. Oh, carry me far away, angel wings. prepare you for the ordinary war. If you're sitting waiting, you'll be waiting evermore. Living underwater, I just learned to hold my nose. Drinking from the fountain with a million lonely souls. No one will prepare you for your loss of innocence. Pennies and the dollars and the old forgotten mints. Probably just looking for some old stability. Stuff it in your pocket like they do it on TV. Oh, I know you know what I mean. You're looking just as lost as me. When did teachers teach us how to be alright when it's a storm in me? It's always been a rough and tumble ordinary sea. Is running by. They touch me on the arm, but they don't look me in my eye. I sit here with a magazine and shuffle my feet and dream about the hands that write the words that I